Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody, right here on YouTube. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. You already know Sharane World is here with that good awareness. Let's go. Let's welcome everybody. Let's welcome everybody on my YouTube channel. Round of applause to all my subscribers. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Let's go. Round of applause. Yes, and a big round of applause to everybody on my support group page called Domestic Violence Narcissistic Relationships I Survive. Let's go. Big round of applause to y'all too. You already know we gotta give a big round of applause to all you people on my main page, my Tiana McLaughlin page, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause to y'all. Yes, welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. We are live right here on YouTube. Let's go. Yes, this is called Binghamton Events. Stay aware. They be lurking. All men and women. Let's go. Welcome, everybody. I hope y'all staying safe out there in them streets. Let's get into Sharane's World. Let's go, everybody. We're going to get into this. Welcome to Sharane's World. Let's go. Let's welcome all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that's out there that just want to educate yourself. You already know. Let's give a big round of applause to all you narcissistic men and women up out here in these streets. Let's go. Yes. Super round of applause. As you know, my name is Sharane. I'm a peer mentor survivor for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse relationships for all men and women right here locally in Binghamton and the surrounding areas. Okay. I spread awareness. I'm a community advocate for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse for men and women, ladies and gentlemen. So the whole goal is for everyone to get the tools, use them, and understand what's going on and what's going wrong, and to be able to break their cycle. Okay. Because it's real about here in these streets, right here locally in Binghamton, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Somebody got to do the job. Somebody got to spread the awareness. Somebody got to come out and say something like, it's too much toxic stuff that be going on and going wrong. So we're going to get into this. Let's go. Y'all already see what the title was called. Because y'all already know what's going to be going on and going wrong in Binghamton for the next couple of weeks until school hit. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, y'all. So we know it's about to be mashing things going on in Binghamton, right? There's gonna be some events going on. It's gonna be mad things going on. You got the Caribbean event coming up. You got mad stuff going on. You got after hour spots coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all see the events going on in Broome County. It's mad other things that's gonna be going on and going on, right? But here's the thing, ain't nothing wrong. Go out, enjoy yourself, have some good time, right? But just know them narcissists and them DV people are gonna be out there lurking for new supply. Let's go. Don't be out there getting love bombed, swindled, gaslit, used, manipulated, or swindled at these events that's gonna be popping up around in Broome County, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you going out, having a good time, enjoying yourself, but just make sure if you're single and you're going out there and you're about to go mingle, just know who you about to start operating with up out here in these streets. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the shinglings is going down. They've been going down since last week, and they're gonna keep coming and they're gonna keep coming. It's a lot of events going on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with you going out to have a good time, but just know, please pay attention to your surroundings. Understand what's going on. When it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. If you're out there and you're single and you're mingling with somebody, and one of their suppliers is walking up to you because they want to fight you because you're having a conversation with somebody, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the right. It's not it. It's not it at all. It's gonna be a lot of narcissists and there's gonna be a lot of DV people out there trying to hide what they got going on so they can meet new supply during these events that's going on, especially hopefully the narcissists don't make it into the Boone County jail by then, because if so, the narcissists gonna be out there too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Oh, absolutely. The narcissist gonna be out there. Y'all narcissists gonna be out there, whether they're a male or a female. So y'all pay attention. If y'all going out there to have some good time, make sure y'all carry y'all order protections, because you never know. You never know. They might slip up somewhere in them crowds somewhere and see you, or you never know if they might try to send one of their supplies after you, because it gets real like that, right, ladies and gentlemen? So, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of shingdings and a lot of things going on and going wrong right here locally in Binghamton that's coming up. So make sure when y'all go to these events that you guys are, focused. You're staying 10 steps ahead of these people. You're not out there getting love bombed, swindled, manipulated. All right. Don't go home with nobody you just met. All right. And if you guys are actively in these situations, okay, and your narcissist, male or female, is telling you that they're going to go out and you can't go with them to this event, ladies and gentlemen, just know that they are going to meet multiple suppliers. They want to go on their own with their friends so they can meet multiple suppliers as well. Okay. That's how they operate. So, ladies and gentlemen, just know it's going to be some events coming up in Binghamton. Enjoy yourself, have fun. It's going to be a lot of events coming up. Going to be popping up. It's going to be a lot of things going on, okay? And it's the end of, about to be the end where school is going to be coming back, where a lot of events is going to be coming, in Boone County. And the whole goal is making sure that everyone is out there getting the tools, that they're not going to get love bombed, gaslit, swindled. Don't hop into nobody's car that you just met. Remember what Sharane Ross said. It does not matter who they title, if the title was in their name. It's all about who your car registered to and who has this insurance. Like, who name is on this insurance, ladies and gentlemen? Don't go for it. Oh, this is my mom, my dad, my sister, my cousin, my brother. Because at the end of the day, that's how they operate, okay? So remember, them events is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of events coming up in Boone County. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. You got the Caribbean event coming up. It's a lot. So make sure y'all stay focused. And like I said, don't be hopping in people's cars. Don't be doing none of that, because them narcissists, them DV people, they're going to be in there. They're going to be lurking for extra supply, because they're going to see so many supplies out there. They don't know what to do with themselves, right? So y'all stay focused when y'all going to any of these events that's going to be coming up before school start right here locally in Binghamton. Let's go. Yeah, make sure y'all carry y'all order protections with you. You never know. You might see one of them narcissists out there, or them DV people, or one of their supplies. Because at the end of the day, let me tell y'all something. They're going to be out there. The whole Binghamton is going to be out there. Everybody named Mother going to be out there. Everybody, down to their supplies, down to the to the everything that you can even think of is going to be at these events. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so y'all stay focused. And, I was thinking about popping out to that, the Caribbean one, because I went to the last one. So why not? Why not come out and show some support? Because, you already know what Sharane Road is from. Let's go. So, I was thinking about popping out, for a couple of hours, come out, Sharane World Radio from the WBDY. I was thinking about popping out just to see how things go. So, when I go back to my radio show on a Friday, I can report back on the radio how things went. You understand what I'm saying? So Sharane will definitely think about popping out for the Caribbean one at the end of the day. Yes, absolutely. Got to show some support at the end of the day. But I'm going to tell you like this. You understand? I don't got time. You're being a Boone County jealous quicker than the flies that come out of they sink, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World. Yeah, I think I might have to start hiring some bodyguards out here or something, y'all. I don't know. I don't need no bodyguards, but Strangler don't need no bodyguard, you know. I'm 4'11". I don't need no bodyguard. I'm my own bodyguard. I got two boys. I got two boys that's big. You understand? They taller than me. Let's go. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, these events is gonna be popping up. And they gonna be liking. Sharane World can't wait to hear the shindig that's gonna go down up out here in these streets. Cause I already know it's gonna be something going on and something going wrong. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you actively dealing with somebody that has narcissistic tendencies, or let's just say they out there cheating on you, and they gonna go to that event coming up, all those events, and they ain't taking you. Let me just tell you like this. That's because they trying to meet multiple supplies, ladies and gentlemen. They trying to go to those events and act like they single. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. What? They trying to go to those events and act like they single. They're gonna make everything, any excuse in the book to not allow you to go with them to those events. Cause they out there with supplies. And then they don't know if their supplies is out there, they gonna have multiple supplies out there. So they don't want you. Listen, let me tell you something. My narcissistic ex, right? There's certain things like I would be like this. Oh, let me go to the bar with you. Oh, you don't go to the bars. You don't drink. What do you want to go to the bar for? I just want to see. I want to go to the bar with you. So one time he actually took me to the bar, and I don't know if he calculated it for this day because there was nothing going on. There was nothing going on in that bar. It was ugly. It was trash. It's right there on front. Over there on Front Street or whatever in Binghamton. It was ugly. It was trash. It was just not a cup of tea. It's just not it. It wasn't my party. All right. But let me tell you something. Y'all stay focused out here, okay? Because them things is coming up. They're gonna be out there. They're gonna be lurking. And if you got warrants out here in these streets, I hope y'all ain't got no warrants. Y'all know how y'all could call it? Y'all know how y'all could check to see if you got a warrant? You know, these narcissists, they gonna fall trap for this one. Y'all know how y'all could check y'all narcissistic people up out there in the streets, whether you're male or female? Just call down to the sheriff's department and you can figure it out on your own. Let's go. Don't be out there if you got warrants, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Because they definitely going to get you out there with warrants and stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen. So, and listen, they going to be out there. They going to be lurking, whether they're a male or a female. It does not matter. Ladies and gentlemen, stay focused out here in Binghamton. All right? Them shame things is popping up. They everywhere. As soon as you log into the internet, I mean, you got flyers flying left to right. Okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. All right? It is nothing wrong with you wanting to go out to have a good time. But y'all make it bad for the ones that do, right? Y'all narcissistic females and men. Y'all make it real bad for people that do want to go out and spend mad money just to go out. And then they go out and then y'all out there doing toxic stuff, right? Y'all ruin the night, right? So listen, y'all stay focused and make sure y'all don't be going home with nobody from these events, okay? And I keep telling y'all, I'm gonna keep telling y'all because that's what advocates do. You're gonna keep hearing the same thing because we gotta drill it into your head. Remember, just because they riding around with fancy car, they got on whatever items they got on looking nice. Just know that they mind, they soul, and all of that ain't good. All right, ladies and gentlemen? They're out there looking for new supply. They're going to tell you the same thing that they're going to tell the next supply. I'm single, I ain't got nobody, and whatever else they tell you. After they done met you and you disappeared out that park or wherever, they going to meet a new supply. And they going to say the same thing to that person. Now they got another one. Add it right on to the ones they already got in the cut, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all be careful and y'all gonna be out there fighting each other. Cause y'all catching each other up there with these girls. You understand what I'm saying? All these men. So don't be out there fighting over nobody. They not worth it. If you out there and you catching your partner up in some crazy stuff, don't be out there fighting over nothing. They are not worth it. I don't care who they are, male or female. They are not worth it. I don't care what they got. I keep telling you, Sharane World, let me say it louder again for the people that don't understand. And if you're new to my channel, Let me say it a little louder for y'all because everybody else already know what Sharane World don't care about. So let's go. So Sharane World don't care if you got a million to a billion to whatever you got in the bank, right? Sherane World don't care if you got 10 to 5 to 2 to 1 to 0 businesses. Okay. I don't care if you riding around in the most expensive high class vehicle that they can have down to the lowest Nissan that they got. Okay. Alrighty. I don't care if you got red bottoms, no bottoms, whatever you got. Sherane World don't care what you got. It's all about your mental. It's all about how you act, right? Okay, so if you come up out here and you start acting toxic, nasty, like a 304 Jezebel, all right, this go for you men too. All right, y'all come out here and y'all start acting like that, speaking nasty, dressing nasty, looking like that, thinking that. That's how you get a man, all right? And then your friends, all birds flock. Y'all already know that saying, all right? So, no, to me, you are unhealed and you are toxic and you're not healed at all, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Mm-mm. You ain't healed. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's toxic. You got more healing to go. You need to go right back into that counselor session and figure out what's going on. You probably have some kind of mental situations. You understand that you need to go fix out because by you using or whatever you think you got, I'm gonna tell you the quickest way God done handed that over to you will be the quickest way God will take that right up from under you. He will snatch that away, and you will be exactly what you was talking about. What you was trying to say to somebody else, that's gonna be you, okay? Because karma does spin the block, and it spins the block real good. All right. So this is why I say to people, because I don't do bad on people and I don't do bad out into the world, right? Because I know that there's karma out there. I know that there is a God, right? Um, but when you start putting bad out into the world, you're gonna receive that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not a bad person. I'm not like that or anything, no matter when it comes to relationship wise or anything, not the cheater, not whatever, right? But my thing is this: these narcissists, they don't operate like that. They're not, they don't have no empathy. All right. They have no souls. All right. They don't care. Okay. What they care about is themselves. Okay. They don't care. They will tell you whatever it is to feed your brain and you're gonna feed it. You're gonna keep eating it. It's gonna be so good, right? They're gonna give you the best meal. They're gonna rock you to sleep, right? And after they're done rocking you to sleep, and they're done asking you for the smallest items that turn into a big item now you're stuck like that, and you don't know what to do. And after they're done, they done moved on to another supply, because now the other supply got to fund probably their insurance or after that supply right there is insuring the car insurance and the registration, you got another supply in the cut that's probably buying everything for Walmart out their house, for their house. Okay, then they have another supply in the cut that they actually go to the bars with. That might do that street pharmacist activities that look normal, right? Right? Y'all get the drift what I'm saying, right? And then they have another supply, ladies and gentlemen, they have supplies in the cut. Like I told you, I was speaking to one of these licensed counselors out here in the RISE program. I was having a conversation and everything like that. Like for me, I don't need DV counseling. DV counseling is I don't need that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a thriver. I've been past that. I don't need any type of DV counseling because now I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna start telling you what's narcissistic abuse, what's domestic violence, what's this. But I'm gonna tell you from a survivor point of view. You understand what I'm saying? So, speaking to her and listening to her saying like narcissistic abuse is more dangerous. And I say, yes, it is. I've been through domestic violence, with pews put to my head and all of that, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And I have Russian roulette played and all of that, okay? That person is sitting behind bars right now. But what I'm just trying to tell you, there is a major difference between you dealing with narcissistic abuse and DV. And DV is absolutely, the icing on the cake, but narcissistic abuse is way, worse, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Yes, it is way, way, way worse. Dealing with any type of narcissistic abuse is way worse than anything that you can deal with. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all gotta stay focused right here in Binghamton. Okay? Y'all do. Y'all just do. So let's go. Welcome to Sharane's Well, everybody. Yes, welcome, 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 everybody. We're gonna get into some more. We're gonna get into some more. Cause some events is coming up and everybody gotta stay focused, everybody gotta stay alert, they gotta understand what's going on, what's going wrong about here in these streets. Cause they out here and they looking for new supply. You could be the supply. You got DV stuff going on. You got people getting abused out here. You got people out here getting used. I mean, there's everything going on up out here in Boone County. I mean, I see a lot of stuff going on the internet. I see toxic stuff on the internet. People be writing the most toxic, nastiest things, and I just be sitting there like, wow. I know I done said some things on the internet. Gee, people judge you like that. And I mean, some people don't care. They don't care at all. Or for the internet, I guess. I don't know. Some people need to heal out in Boone County. And I'm not saying it's everybody, but there is a big percentage of people out here that's not healed. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all stay focused on these events, these clubs, these bars, and the shingdings. And I'm after hour spots, ladies and gentlemen. And don't be on them dating apps. Absolutely. Mm-mm. No dating apps, ladies and gentlemen. Stay off them dating apps. Watch out in them after hour spots, them clubs and them bars, everything. Just at the workplace, it don't matter where they at. They there, they out there. And if you ever been through domestic violence, I don't care who you are, male or female, they are able to spot you out too, ladies and gentlemen. So please, when you're going through these type of things, try not to let these people know what you got going on and what you got going wrong too soon. Because those type of people, they would try to use it against you very early into the relationship, and that's how they get what they want, right? So you guys gotta be careful out here with telling them, certain things about your DV issues or whatever you have going on or whatever, because some of these narcissists and these DV people that you're coming across, whether they're a male or a female, if they're really genuine, they're not going to use that against you when there's arguments or any type of disagreement. But somebody that's not genuinely there for you or doesn't really care, they will use it against you, like a narcissist or somebody with domestic violence issues, right? So y'all got to stay focused. Open your third eye, get the tools, use them, educate yourself, heal. You have to heal. Stop moving on to the next so fast when y'all coming out these situations. It takes time to heal. Everybody's not the same. Remember that. Everybody don't heal the same way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have to heal, because when you don't, you take on that next baggage. And it does not matter if you are the victim. You still have to heal. You still have to open up your third eye and understand what's going on. You understand? And that's the problem with everybody having. I think that's why everybody's scared to heal. So we're gonna say it like this: a lot of people are scared to really be real with themselves about what they went through. You understand? They are scared, and that's the problem. Y'all gonna continue to be stuck in that position where you're in the clown show, or you're gonna be stuck in that domestic violence relationship and keep thinking that a toxic relationship is a relationship. That ain't it, ladies and gentlemen. I, with me having a support group page on Facebook or whatever, and I have all those people that's in there. I have men, I have women, I have all different ages. I have everybody from all over in there. I mean, the next time I do a video, I could tell you exactly where I got people, looking in from. But they're all over, right? I even have overseas looking in and everything like that. My thing is this, right? The main thing that I get is a lot of narcissistic abuse. I get a lot of a narcissistic abuse relationships. There's more narcissistic abuse Then I hear of the DV, but then you hear the narcissistic abuse as mixed with domestic violence. And then, talking to people that are way older, the elderly and things like that, that are either married to them or been with them for so many years and they don't know what to do. Or then you have people that are like within law enforcement and things like that. So it's a lot that's out there. And my whole goal is, to express to anyone that's out there that comes across this video that's in any of these type of situations, just understand that Sharane World definitely understands, and I know where you're coming from, right? I know you want to get your voice heard. I know you want somebody to understand you, and I know you want to get past whatever it is that you're going through. You wanna feel good, right? You wanna feel free. You wanna just not be going through any of the negative situations, right? But I want you to understand, use the tools that you're getting. Use every tool that every counselor, every therapist, every doctor, whatever it is that you're getting, make sure y'all use them. And just make sure that you stay focused, you heal, and that you remove yourself from any type of toxic situations. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be whatever, right? Because if they're not there for you to help you or to, understand what you have going on and be there for you, then those people are not for you. Okay, the ones that do understand your situation, they're there for you and they're willing to come around when you're ready, or you understand what I'm saying, right? So those are the ones that you need around you, right? And then you need good like lawyers if you have to go through family court. You need good counselors, whatever the case may be. Another thing, if you feel like your voice is not being heard with a lawyer, a counselor, or whatever, and you feel like you need to change, that is your choice, right? That is your choice to do that. You don't have to be stuck down and feeling like if a job is not getting done or that person is not hearing you or whatever. Because I feel like, if my doctor's not hearing me, then maybe after a while of dealing with that doctor and I'm still not getting, the results or whatever, I'm gonna want to look into another doctor, right? So, there's things that you have to make decision on. Okay, you have to make those decisions yourself. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, y'all welcome to Sharane's World. I appreciate you all. Y'all already know. Y'all already know. Let's give a big round of applause to any and everybody, whether you're a male or a female. It does not matter if you're either in that situation right now actively or if you got out of that situation. I want to give a big round of applause because at the end of the day, we survived it. And to all my victims out there, you are surviving it and you are gonna come out that situation the best way. So let me give us all a round of applause because God is working on our side and He's making sure that He guide every last one of us through these storms. So let's give a big round of applause to her. Yes, absolutely. And pat yourself on the back at the end of the day, okay? And just know, Shereen will understands and it's gonna get easy. All right. Once you get out that stuck hard part, everything will fall into place after a while. So let's go. Welcome to Shereen's World, everybody. I appreciate you all. All right. And I'm gonna start heading up out of here. Y'all stay blessed. I will be coming back up here a little later with another video. You already know. And make sure y'all turn your notification bells on so you can know when I'm coming up here live. Or maybe you want to drop a question or whatever it is. Maybe you just want to tune in. And also make sure y'all stay tuned for Thirsty Thursday awareness. That is tomorrow. I come up here and I do my Thirsty Thursday early awareness in the morning. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Thirsty Thursday awareness is the best. And it is. It's almost the end of the week. I love when it's the end of the week because then, I prepare for my radio show and then I have other things I'm preparing for too. So it feels absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, it feels good. It's a blessing. I'm telling you, when you survive and you thrive and you get past those parts, it is a blessing. Let's go. Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. I'm out of here. I appreciate you all and stay safe. Thank you.
got a long way to go. Rock with me now.